Good morning, my name is Macie and I will present my final project from my humanity class. And in today's presentation, I will focus on Mary Wollstonecraft, her relevance into the society and the negative impact of cultural relativism on women. Mary Wollstonecraft was a feminist thinker that fights for the rights of women at her time. And in 1792, Mary Wollstonecraft was tired of the situation of women in her society and the constant type of people by men and important thinkers at that time. She follows the idea of enlightenment and brought the world a dedication of the rights of women, where she explored the problems of women in her society and the negative effects uh, the toxic culture around women affect them and the society. The book Vindication of the Rights of Women became an important book for many women's rights movement and feminist movement around the world, fighting for the rights of women and be part of the society. Uh, in her work, Mary Wollstonecraft comes from a situation that put women as inferior to men. She explored the reason why that happened and the consequences of this action that damaged women. She wrote, the upgrading of the rich tends to make them vain and helpless, and their founding minds are not strained by the practice of the duties that dignify the human character. They live only to amuse themselves. Wollstonecraft, page 5. She argues that there are many cases that men and the culture put into women that make them impossible to be important figures and thinkers at her time. The lack of proper education, the focus on manners and image, uh, the lack of opportunities and sexist stereotypes around women make them impossible for the women at Mary Wollstonecraft time to be important figures. Fortunately, many of the negative situations Mary Wollstonecraft wanted to change for women are gone or become less accepted by modern society. But unfortunately, there are still problems that women have to confront around the world. Some of the problems that are still present are the lack of proper education for women in many countries, the roles society or men put on women, expecting women to do certain jobs, and the challenge women have in their leadership jobs. One example is the lack of proper education for girls in Afghanistan. In 2021, girls' schools were closed after the shift in power in the country. The new group, the Taliban that now manage the country, made the opportunities for girls to attend school harder or impossible. And with the political pressure from other countries, the constant violation of the rights of women is a problem that many women in Afghanistan experience today. This is a problem that is related to the idea of cultural relativism, explained by Lewis Bauch, where social reforms cannot be right because the culture of the place determines what is right or wrong. In this case, more opportunities for girls to attend school are wrong because the country and the ones that govern it believe they're right. Um, Mary Wollstonecraft explored the idea of how the lack of education women affect them and prevent them from becoming important figures of the society, and this is a loss for the society in general because many brilliant minds are keeping in ignorance because of sexual stereotypes. The second example is the roles society or men put on women and the exploitation in Japan. In modern society, women can be more than wives or mothers. Sadly, in many countries, society expects women to divide their focus and time between work and their husband and children. An extreme example, for example, is the country of Japan, where the situation not only is a huge problem from the exploitation of employees and the overworking condition, the terrible condition and practices that are put into the Japanese workers that became a common practice around the country. But it also affects women in another way because society expects women to take care of the house, the husband, the children, while women are still working. by that term or conditions and exploitation. Uh, According for my Wollstonecraft, there are roles that should be equal for men and women. There's not such thing like works or things that are only for women and things that are only for men. They should be in an equal position. But in this case, women are still having to take care of the house while having to work uh, for many hours a day and even after the work is done. While men can arrive at his house and having the dinner that the woman prepared and sleep or watch TV. Women are still to take care of the children. According to cultural relativism, because these problems became part of the Japanese culture, the situation does not need to be solved or discussed because the people see them as part of the norm, and the culture therefore is morally correct. According to cultural relativism, because this is part of the Japanese culture, therefore is morally correct, and any discussion is pointless because the society keep practice these terrible situations. The last point to discuss is the challenge women have in their jobs. Nowadays, women have better opportunities to make jobs in important positions. Sadly, women have more difficulties getting positions of leadership compared to men. Even if a woman is the best candidate for the job, the boss will give it to a man. Or if the woman has the position of leading men, she will have a hard time with her team having little or no respect for her as the leader because of sexist stereotypes. According to cultural relativism, women and men are part of two different social groups with their own cultures. Therefore, the sexist stereotypes men have over women are correct because they are part of the culture. Therefore, women cannot be criticized the stereotypes against them because they are part of the culture of the social group. Therefore, it's right. Because in cultural relativism, you cannot judge a culture from the outside or the inside. Any social movement is incorrect or judging from outside this culture is incorrect because the culture is what makes what is right or wrong. Uh, that's That is all for my presentation. Have a good day.